Hi boys and girls, we're going to be looking at taking whole numbers and writing them as fractions, which we've done this before, so it's just going to be a little bit of review. And then we're also going to look at taking the number 1 and writing it several different ways. So we have the number 3 here. The way that we write this as a fraction would be 3 over 1. Now 4 represented as a fraction would be 4 over 1. The number 5 represented as a fraction, 5 over 1. And the number 6 represented as a fraction, 6 over 1. Now I've also included a Khan Academy video for you guys. He draws out some pictures and things like that so that if you need a more visual representation of this, you can have that as well. Let's also take a look. Let me get my black marker. We're going to take a look at representing the number 1 as a fraction. And we've done this as well. Okay, so we know, just from what I showed you, that the whole number 1 over 1 would be that fraction. But let's look at another way that we can represent number 1. 1 can also be represented as 2 over 2. It can also be represented as 3 over 3. We can even represent it like this, 100 out of 100. Because remember that this is the part out of the whole. So if I have a pie like this, let's say I have 4 pieces, okay? 4 pieces of that pie. I'm gonna get a separate color so that way I can kind of shade it in so you can kind of see what I mean and what I'm talking about here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is my whole, right? So that's always going to be my denominator. So that's going to be my denominator at the bottom there. Now, I'm just going to kind of shade these in for you like I usually do for you. Now, how many pieces are shaded out of that whole? 1, 2, 3, 4. The entire thing is shaded. But this is still only 1 pie, okay? But that 4 out of 4 represented that 1. So 1 can always be represented as a part out of a whole, but it has to be the entire number. So whenever you see 3 out of 3, 2 out of 2, or even 100 out of 100, you know that that number is actually a whole, or that that number is 1, okay? If you're struggling with this concept, please keep rewinding this video. Try some problems on your own, and then I think you'll have the concept down. It's fairly easy. We'll discuss it. I put a few worksheets in there for you guys. I do want to move on from fractions here pretty soon. We may revisit fractions on a line as well, but I do want to get a little bit more into measurement and data and also revisit the elapsed time. Okay, see you guys soon.